Tape alert, tape alert, tape alert, tape alert.
Lionel Dufon Pickens, better known by his stage name Chinx, formerly Chinx Drugs, was an American rapper from Queens, New York. He was a member of the Rockaway Riot Squad alongside fellow Slain rapper Stack Bundles. Chinx later joined French Montana's Coke Boys Records, gaining recognition for his appearances on the Coke Boys mixtapes and the Cocaine Riot mixtape series. He was killed in a drive-by shooting in Jamaica, Queens, on May 17, 2015. Two accused men have since been arrested in the case. Chinx was born and raised in Far Rockaway, Queens on December 4, 1983, living in both Redfern Houses and Edgemere Houses, now known as Ocean Bay Apartments. He spent time in North Amityville in his teenage years where he briefly attended high school. When speaking of how he started rapping, Chinx said, "I started rapping at the table in junior high school for fun with the homies, and then by 9th grade is when I started taking music seriously. At that point is when I started investing my street money into my studio time and trying to find my sound." He said he got the name Chinx Drugs since he used to smoke a lot of weed back in the day, and this older chick used to call me Chinky and it stuck. The drugs, well, that's self-explanatory, I've been slanging on these corners. Chinx first started rapping with his close friend Stack Bundles while he was in high school, whom he would later form the group Riot Squad with. The group started to gain a buzz throughout New York, but that ended abruptly in early 2005 when Chinx was sentenced to nearly 5 years in prison. He served his time at Arthur Kill Correctional Facility. During this time, Bundles would go on to form a friendship with rapper Max B, and together they joined Jim Jones's group Bird Gang. While Chinx was incarcerated, on June 11, 2007, fellow rapper and friend Stack Bundles was shot and killed. He was 24 years old. In late 2008, Chinx was released from prison, and through his affiliation with the now deceased Bundles, he met Max B. The following year, Max B would then introduce Chinx to fellow New York rapper French Montana, who was still relatively unknown at the time. Together, Chinx and Montana would form the hip-hop group, Coke Boys. On April 13, 2009, Drugs released his first solo mixtape, Hurry Up and Die Volume 1, Get Ya Casket On. He followed that with Hurry Up and Die Volume 2, From the Cage to the Stage on January 7, 2010. Drugs then released the third mixtape in that series, Hurry Up and Die Volume 3 on April 13, 2010. On March 15, 2011, Drugs released his fourth official mixtape Flight 2011, which was entirely produced by New York producer Harry Fraud. The mixtape featured a sole guest appearance from Coke Boys cohort French Montana. On April 19, 2011, he released his fifth solo mixtape Cocaine Riot, featuring guest appearances from the various members of Coke Boys. On August 20, 2011, Coke Boys released their first official collaboration mixtape Coke Boys 2. The mixtape was primarily produced by Harry Fraud, with additional production from Lex Luger. Coke Boys 2 featured members Drugs Montana, Cheese, Flip, and Charlie Rock. Following the Coke Boys 2 release, on September 24, 2011, Drugs and French Montana released a collaboration mixtape named Coke Boys Run NY. On April 13, 2012, Coke Boys released their second collaboration mixtape, Coke Boys 3, which significantly featured Montana and Drugs throughout, along with Flip, Gianni Maggiacomo, and Charlie Rock. Additional guest appearances came from Akon, Mac Miller, Rick Ross, Wale, and Red Cafe among others. The mixtape was met with positive reviews from music critics, with the production the focal point of the praise. XXL credited Montana and Drugs as being the stars of the mixtape. On July 3, 2012, Drugs released his sixth solo mixtape, Cocaine Riot 2, to positive critical reception, with all hip-hop calling it a classic. Cocaine Riot 2 featured guest appearances from rappers Action Bronson and Chevy Woods, among others. Cocaine Riot 2 featured the significant Montana and Drugs collaboration I'm a Coke Boy. In 2012, he was featured on Wale's Let It In No and Vado's You Ain't Good. On January 4, 2013, Drugs released the official remix to I'm a Coke Boy featuring rappers Rick Ross and Diddy, along with French Montana. The remix would end up being ranked number 43 on Complex's list of the 50 best songs of 2013. Then on April 15, 2013, Drugs released his seventh solo mixtape Cocaine Riot 3, which featured the previously released remix of I'm a Coke Boy. Cocaine Riot 3 featured additional guest appearances from Ace Hood, Juicy J, Yo Gotti, DJ Khaled, Roscoe Dash and others. Drugs told MTV that, "When I was making this mixtape, I was just trying to give the people something a little different from my normal. I basically started messing with a couple of different beats, but I kept it real New York. But I just really wanted to give them the other side of Chinx that they ain't been hearing in a while." The mixtape closes with Maybe, a tribute to his deceased childhood friend Stack Bundles. In a positive review, XXL stated, "For all its signs of promise, Cocaine Riot 3 also has some rookie mistakes. There's also an over-reliance on features here that the mixtape could do without. The heavy guest list prevents Cocaine Riot 3 from being a landmark release, and so this mixtape ends up being more of a continuation of what we've already heard from Chinx Drug, rather than a step to the next level. Time will tell if he's up for that challenge." Less than a week after the release of Cocaine Riot 3, Drugs released the music video for the remix to I'm a Coke Boy. On May 14, 2013, Drugs released his 4 previous major solo mixtapes, Flight 2011, and the Cocaine Riot series for retail sale on iTunes. He was also featured on Montana's debut studio album, Excuse My French, on the deluxe edition track Throw It in the Bag. On May 22, 2013, Right There featuring Juicy J and French Montana was released as the first single from Cocaine Riot 3. Up in Here featuring Ace Hood would be released as the mixtape's second single on June 11, 2013. On August 12, 2013, Drugs released the music video for Up in Here featuring Ace Hood from Cocaine Riot 3, which was shot in Miami, Florida. That same day, French Montana announced that Coke Boys were working on their debut studio album as a group, along with a third mixtape to be released prior to the album. On October 4, 2013, Chinx Drugs, now just going by Chinx, announced he would release an EP via New Sense Music Group and Coke Boys Records, executive produced by Rick Steele, titled I'll Take It From Here, in November 2013. On October 28, 2013, Chinx released Feelings featuring French Montana, the first single from the EP. On November 26, 2013, it would be revealed that Coke Boys would release their 4th mixtape in December 2013. That same day, Chinx released his debut retail project, the previously announced EP I'll Take It From Here. Then he was featured prominently on Coke Boys' 4th mixtape, Coke Boys 4, released on January 1, 2014. On February 1, 2014, Chinx released the music video for Feelings. In April 2014, Chinx revealed that his next mixtape would be titled Cocaine Riot 4 and released on May 15, 2014. He then went on to release Cocaine Riot 5 on December 25, 2014. He also told XXL that his debut studio album would be titled Welcome to JFK. He was being considered for the 2015 XXL magazine freshman class. On June 2, 2015, Chinx's first official single for his posthumous album Welcome to JFK was released through E1 Music. The track is titled On Your Body. On May 17, 2015, NYPD officers responded to a 911 call in Briarwood, Queens around 4 a.m. There, they found Chinx and another victim in a car at Queens Boulevard and 84th Drive. Chinx was transported to Jamaica Medical Center in Queens with gunshot wounds to his torso, where he was pronounced dead, at age 31. 2 men who were already incarcerated on other charges have been rearrested in connection with the murder. Continue to rest in peace, Chinx and Stack Bundles. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can get all the exclusive content. It's Tape Alert, Tape Alert, Tape Alert.